Hey there, I'm Cyber77. Welcome to Cybersecurity 101. In today's digital age, we are more connected than ever before. But this connectivity comes with risks. That's why we're here today to demystify the world of cybersecurity. So buckle up and let's get started.
First up, let's talk about malware. Imagine this: you're browsing the web, clicking on links, downloading files, just doing your thing. But lurking behind seemingly harmless websites or attachments could be malicious software designed to wreak havoc on your computer system. That, my friends, is malware. Think of malware as tiny digital spies or saboteurs that infiltrate your computer systems without your knowledge or consent. Once inside your system, malware can do a whole bunch of nasty things. Some types of malware, like viruses, are designed to replicate and spread rapidly, infecting other files and systems on your network. Then you've got ransomware, which is like the digital equivalent of kidnapping. It's like having an invisible stalker on your computer. So how can you protect yourself from these digital gremlins? Stay tuned.
Let's move on to another crucial element of cybersecurity: firewalls. Imagine a firewall as a security guard stationed at the entrance of your computer or network. Just like a security guard checks IDs and grants access based on certain criteria, a firewall monitors and controls the incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. Firewalls act as a barrier between your trusted internal network and the vast, often untrusted, external network, which is the internet. They examine every piece of data that attempts to enter or leave your network. Firewalls are essential for preventing unauthorized access to your computer systems and sensitive information. No matter what type of firewall you choose, having one in place is crucial for maintaining a strong security posture. Think of it as wearing a seatbelt in a car. It's always better to be safe than sorry.
Next up, let's delve into the fascinating world of encryption. In the simplest terms, encryption is like sending a secret message that only the intended recipient can decipher. It's the process of transforming plain, readable data into an unreadable format, making it incomprehensible to anyone who doesn't possess the secret key to unlock it. Imagine you're sending a postcard with a secret message to your friend. Instead of writing the message in plain English, you decide to use a secret code that only you and your friend know. Now, even if someone intercepts your postcard, they won't be able to understand the message without knowing the secret code. That's essentially what encryption does to your digital data. Encryption adds a layer of protection by making the data unreadable to unauthorized individuals, even if they manage to intercept it.
Chapter 4. Phishing. Don't take the bait. Now, let's talk about a cyber threat that's as old as the internet itself. Phishing. Phishing is like the digital equivalent of a con artist trying to trick you into giving them your valuables. It's a fraudulent attempt to obtain sensitive information, such as usernames, passwords, credit card details, or social security numbers, by disguising oneself as a trustworthy entity in electronic communication. Imagine receiving an email that looks like it's from your bank, asking you to update your account information by clicking on a link. You might not think twice about it and click on the link, only to be taken to a fake website designed to steal your login credentials. That's phishing. The key to avoiding phishing scams is to be vigilant and skeptical.
Chapter 5. Vulnerability. Chinks in your digital armor. Let's move on to a term that's often used in cybersecurity discussions: vulnerability. In the context of cybersecurity, a vulnerability is a weakness in a system, software, or network that cyber attackers can exploit to compromise security. Think of it as a chink in your armor, a weak point that attackers can target to gain unauthorized access or take control of your systems. Vulnerabilities can arise from various factors, including coding errors, design flaws, outdated software, misconfigured settings, or even human error. Imagine a medieval castle with a small, unguarded opening in the wall. That opening, however small, represents a vulnerability that attackers can exploit to breach the castle's defenses. cyber attackers are constantly on the lookout for new vulnerabilities to exploit. That's why it's crucial to keep your software and systems up to date with the latest security patches and updates to minimize your attack surface.
Chapter 6. Patching, bandaging your digital wounds. Now that we've discussed vulnerabilities, let's talk about how to fix them. Patching. In the world of cybersecurity, a patch is like a bandage for your software or hardware. It's a software update that addresses security vulnerabilities, fixes bugs, or improves functionality. Think of your software as a car. Over time, cars require maintenance and repairs to keep them running smoothly. Similarly, software requires regular updates and patches to address security flaws, fix bugs, and improve performance. Software vendors regularly release patches to address known vulnerabilities in their products. By keeping your software and systems up to date with the latest patches, you're essentially closing those chinks in your armor, making it much harder for attackers to exploit vulnerabilities and compromise your security.
Let's move on to a security measure that's becoming increasingly important in today's digital landscape: two-factor authentication, or 2FA for short. Imagine this. You're trying to enter a high-security facility. You present your ID card to the security guard, but they don't just wave you through. They ask you for another form of identification, like a fingerprint scan or a unique code sent to your phone, just to be extra sure it's really you. That's the basic idea behind two-factor authentication. It's an extra layer of security that requires you to provide two forms of verification to access an account or system. By requiring two factors instead of just one, 2FA makes it significantly harder for unauthorized individuals to access your accounts, even if they have your password. Many online services now offer 2FA as an option, and it's highly recommended to enable it whenever possible.
Now, let's dive into a more advanced cybersecurity concept. Penetration testing, often shortened to pen testing. Imagine this. You want to test the security of your home. You could try shaking the doorknobs, checking the windows, or even looking for hidden entry points. Or you could hire a professional security consultant to do a thorough assessment of your home's security, identifying any vulnerabilities that a burglar could exploit. That's kind of what penetration testing is like, but for computer systems and networks. Penetration testing is a controlled and authorized simulation of a cyber attack on a computer system, network, or web application to assess its security posture. In other words, it's like hiring an ethical hacker to try to break into your systems to identify weaknesses that real attackers could exploit. It's like getting a regular checkup for your computer systems, ensuring that they're healthy and resilient enough to withstand cyber attacks.
Let's discuss a cybersecurity threat that's often overlooked, but can be as dangerous as any technical attack: social engineering. Imagine this. A stranger approaches you, claiming they've lost their wallet and need money for a bus ticket. They seem distressed, so you decide to help. Later, you realize you've been scammed. The stranger was a con artist. That's social engineering, manipulating people into actions or divulging information. In cybersecurity, it often involves tricking individuals into giving up sensitive information. The best defense is awareness and caution about the information you share.
Let's talk about one of the most dangerous threats in cybersecurity: zero-day exploits. Imagine elite spies discovering a secret entrance to a heavily guarded fortress. They haven't informed the guards, so they exploit it freely. That's what a zero-day exploit is: a cyber attack on an unknown vulnerability. Zero-day means the vendor has 0 days notice to fix it. These exploits are dangerous because they are unknown to the public and vendors. No patches are available, leaving systems vulnerable. Protecting against them requires updates, strong security, and staying informed.
And that's a wrap on Cybersecurity 101 essential terms you need to know. We've covered a lot of ground today, from sneaky malware to the art of social engineering, but the most important takeaway is this: cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. By familiarizing yourself with these key terms, you are better equipped to protect yourself, your business, and your data from cyber threats. Remember to stay informed, be cautious, and always practice good cybersecurity hygiene. Thanks for tuning in, and stay safe in the digital world.